Picture this. The world around us is an unpredictable, swirling storm of ideas, beliefs, and emotions. Every decision feels like navigating a maze that shifts with every turn. It's no wonder there's a term for this chaos, VUCA, a world defined by volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity. Now, layer on top of that the endless stream of information at our fingertips, a flood so overwhelming that sorting the valuable from the useless has become a superpower in itself. It's no exaggeration to say that in the coming years, the ability to sift through this tidal wave of data will be one of the most prized skills. But how do we train ourselves to thrive in such a world? In an era where it's all too easy to find evidence to support any argument we want to make, how can we rise above our own biases and genuinely seek out truth? The answer lies in honing an ability that's both profound and surprisingly misunderstood: critical thinking. Contrary to what the name might suggest, it's not about tearing down others' opinions or proving why someone is wrong. It's about keeping our minds open, questioning the information we encounter, and extracting the most valuable insights. This skill becomes even more essential when tackling gray areas, those sensitive, emotionally charged topics where opinions are deeply rooted and tensions run high. To navigate these conversations, we must first recognize the role our most advanced cognitive functions play. True critical thinking demands empathy and compassion, especially when engaging with someone whose perspective differs from our own. Empathy, however, isn't a one-size-fits-all concept. It can take different forms. Emotional empathy means feeling another person's pain as if it were our own, while cognitive empathy allows us to understand their pain without becoming overwhelmed by it, remaining steady and supportive throughout. Whichever form we choose, the result is often the same: the other person feels seen, understood, and supported. This creates a safe space where even the most challenging conversations can unfold without spiraling into conflict. But what happens when we approach these discussions as battles to be won? Imagine a friend sitting comfortably in a chair, content in their position. You nudge them gently, suggesting they move to a couch you believe is better. At first, they brush off your suggestion, firm in their choice. Undeterred, you push harder, shaking the chair, perhaps even tipping it. Now they're clinging to it with all their strength, not just to stay seated, but to resist the force of your argument. The harder you push, the tighter their grip becomes, until the very idea of moving feels like a personal attack. This scenario mirrors what psychologists call the backfire effect, a phenomenon where presenting someone with evidence that challenges their beliefs only makes them hold on to those beliefs more fiercely. It's a frustrating yet entirely human reaction, rooted in the fact that we're emotional beings first and rational thinkers second. This doesn't mean we should abandon reason or avoid difficult conversations. Instead, it calls for a shift in how we approach them. Rather than trying to overpower someone's beliefs, we need to meet them where they are, with curiosity and respect. The goal isn't to force a change, but to plant a seed, to invite them to explore new perspectives at their own pace. And this approach isn't just for others, it applies to ourselves as well. Our own beliefs, shaped by a lifetime of experiences, can become just as entrenched, just as resistant to challenge. When we question these beliefs, we must do so gently, recognizing the instinct to defend what feels familiar and safe. In the end, critical thinking isn't just a skill. It's a practice, a way of engaging with a world that requires patience, humility, and a willingness to learn. It's about stepping into the maze of modern conflict, not as a warrior seeking victory, but as a navigator, open to discovery. The more we embrace this mindset, the better equipped we'll be to find clarity amidst the chaos and guide others to do the same. So as you step forward into the storm of ideas and beliefs, remember this: the path isn't about proving you're right or dismantling what others hold dear. It's about building bridges of understanding, one thoughtful conversation at a time. And with every step, You'll find yourself not only navigating the maze, but shaping it, turning conflict into connection and confusion into clarity. Let that be your compass, and let the journey begin.